We all want to escape from our routine boring life, right? And yes, there are few destinations which can boost us and bring back us to life. Undoubtedly, Goa is one of them. Goa is India's smallest state which lies on the western coast. Surprisingly, the smallest state of India has a lot to offer for the tourists. Goa is filled with sun-kissed beaches, palm trees, nightlife, stunning festivals, flea markets, trendy bars, and old monuments. Today in this video, I will guide you with 4-night 5-day tour plan for Goa along with flight details, hotel details, best season and day-wise tour plan. So before we start with the itinerary, first subscribe my channel if you want more tour related informative video like this. You can reach Goa from any part of the country by both train and flight. By train you have to reach at Madgaon or Goa Velha station, and by flight you have to reach Goa International Airport. Try to reach Goa in early morning so that you can start exploring Goa on the same day. Once you arrive at Goa, take a cab and get transferred to your hotel. Then quickly get fresh and go out for North Goa sightseeing. Book a cab which will cost around 2000 to 2500 rupees. First visit the Agoda Fort. Fort Agoda is a massive and marvelous citadel defining the landscape of Goa. The fort together with landscape of Goa is one of the most visited attractions of Goa. Situated in Candolim, Fort Agoda stands mesmerizing views of the surrounding areas. Then visit the Basilica of Bom Jesus and Sea Cathedral. It's a Roman Catholic church. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Even after 400 years of burial, the remains are said to be in good condition and are taken out every decade. Inside the church, there is also a modern art gallery of oil paintings. Then visit the Baga Beach. This beach contains rows of shacks and fishing boats, and at high tide in the beach is narrow. The beach is named after the Baga Creek. Baga is also famous for water sports. It's famous beach among the all in Goa. Then go to Anjuna Beach. Anjuna Beach is the West Coast paradise. Anjuna Beach provides you with some of the stunning scenery and photographic view during sunrise and sunset. Then visit the Chapora Fort. Chapora Fort is located at the northern side of Goa. It's famously called Dil Chahta Hai Fort. You can relive those moments by visiting it yourself. This fort overlooks the Chapora river and is only 700 meters away from Bhagator beach. So whenever you are nearby, try and manage your time to enjoy both of these tourist attractions. Then you can visit Reis Magos Fort. It's standing on a hilltop. Reis Magos Fort has played many roles in its long history spreading over more than 4.5 centuries. Today the fort serves as a cultural center and draws in a large number of tourists. Then visit the Candolim beach. Tranquil ambience, thrilling water sports and an enchanting nightlife make Candolim one of the most appealing beaches to explore in the north. You won't find much commercial activity around this place, but the spellbinding beauty of the beach more than makes up for it. Then visit the Kalangut beach. It's not without reason that Kalangut is often referred to as the queen of beaches in Goa. Stretching from Baga to Candolim, this place is easily the most happening hub in North Goa. The beach here is a picturesque sight which explains why it's almost always crowded. In the evening, you can go for a mini party or night flea market on Arpora Hill between Baga and Anjuna, which is a complete mix of live music, food, bars, jewelry, cloth stalls and lot more. Day 2. If you are visiting Goa, then don't miss the water sports over there. You can go for parasailing, scuba diving, fly boarding, speedboat ride, banana ride, bumper boat ride or sunset kayaking. You can experience those water sports at Baga Beach or Kalangut Beach. Cost for those water sports given in the screen. You can invest your whole day with water sports, or you can make it a leisure day after the water sports and roam around the streets and get to know the culture of the people. Day 3. On day 3, move ahead to South Goa from North Goa. You can stay there for rest of the 2 days. So once you reach South Goa, check into your hotel, get fresh and go out for sightseeing. Cab cost for sightseeing will be 1800 to 2000 rupees. South Goa is famous for its beaches. With a mix of land and water, it gives the best of both worlds. It's the beaches in South Goa where you can laze out on sun-kissed sand and be swept away by breathtaking sunset and spectacular landscapes. South Goa is popular for its peaceful and countryside locations. Start your sightseeing with Sri Shantadurga Temple. It's a small laterite mud shrine which was built and the deity was installed here. It's situated at the foothill in Ponda, Goa. Then visit the Cabo de Rama Fort. The fort is perched between the two famous beaches in South Goa, Cavelozim and Agonda Beach. You will also find 2 ponds inside the fort, one of which contains warm water and the other cold water. Then move forward to vibrant Latin Quarter and Heritage Building of Goa. It's a beautiful part of Goa. Most of the houses are very old and maintained as one of the heritage areas in Goa. Then go and visit the beautiful beaches of Goa. Visit the Palolem Beach, Agonda Beach, Polem Beach, Kola Beach and witness the peaceful blue lagoon water with solitary vibes. In the evening, enjoy the breathtaking sunset from Butterfly Beach and then enjoy the Goan cuisine in Bogmalo Beach. And enjoy the rest of the day in exploring the nightlife of Goa. Day 4. On day 4, visit the majestic waterfalls Dudhsagar Falls. The falls is standing as tall as 310 meters. The cascading effect of these waterfalls gives rise to the illusion of a milky white sea falling from such a great height. You can go there by hiring a cab or by bus ride. The best way to go to Dudhsagar Falls is to catch a morning train from Madgaon in Goa to Kulem, or you can avail train from Castle Rock station and get off in the nearest tunnel to the Dudhsagar Falls. After the visit, again come back to South Goa and spend a leisure evening on the stunning beaches, or you can explore the beachside market and indulge yourself in shopping. Day 5. Return back from Goa. This is how your entire trip will end here. In this itinerary, I have mentioned 2 nights stay at North Goa and 2 nights stay at South Goa. But if you are a relax loving person, then you can spend your whole holiday at South Goa. And if you are party freak, then fix your stay at North Goa. And you can visit the sites accordingly as per your choice. You will get both budget hotels and luxurious resort in Goa. On an average, it will cost around 2000 to 6000 rupees per night. I have mentioned few good hotels and resort at North Goa and South Goa for night stay. Best season to visit Goa is between November to February. You can also go at the time of Christmas Eve or 31st night, but price ranges for hotel and flight might be higher at that time. On an average, total cost will be 14,000 rupees for 2 people, excluding flight and train fare. Flight or train fare depends upon the place from where you will be coming. Hope this video is informative for you guys. Will come back soon with next video. Stay safe, wear mask.